Rabbi Israel Meir Kagan, known as Chofetz Chaim, wanted to print his fundamental work on Jewish law called Mishnah Berurah. He completed his manuscript, but having all the materials was not enough for publishing a book in 19th century Poland. Print houses demanded full payment up front, even if his book would become world's bestseller. All the proceeds from its sale would only come later, and banks were not giving loans for publication of Torah books, as you can understand. He traveled to Jewish communities all over Europe, collecting donations and asking for loans for printing. In the end, he raised all the required funds and secured an agreement with one of few printing houses that would work with Jewish literature. He personally traveled there to hand them the manuscripts and all the money. As you can imagine, it was all cash. But shortly after returning home, he learned about a huge fire that burned this entire printing house down. His work and all the money he collected literally went up in flames. For the publication of Mishnah Berurah, he had to rewrite by hand all 6 volumes of it and collect all the money again. When this happened, Chofetz Chaim told his students, "Now, seeing how many obstacles the publication of my book meets, I understand how important it is." And he did all this all over again. And this is why Mishnah Berurah was written in 1884, but it was published only 20 years later in 1904. I have reminded myself of this story and told it to many of my friends time and time again over past few years. 8 years ago, our community found a plot of land for building a synagogue. It was suitable in all respects, including the legal perspective. But a group of not so nice but very influential neighbors wanted to interfere with our plans, and the county prohibited us from building it. Thank God we live in a country of laws, and we were able to file a lawsuit against the county in a federal court. This week, we have reached a settlement. All these years of battles have been resolved. It took a lot of effort, hours, work, and money, but everything turned out for the better. And all the hard work, all the money, and all the time that it took to reach this point only speak of how needed this synagogue is. If you doubted whether it is an important project, these 8 years are the proof. If you meet difficulties in achieving what you want, you first need to ask a question. Is this endeavor what God wants from me? Or you are just doing what you want yourself? If you're just following your whims, then in this case, I have no advice for you. But if you are doing what God wants you to do, then don't give up. Difficulties only prove the importance of your project. Keep trying to accomplish what God wants you to do, and you will be successful. And our experience is just another proof of this rule.